Hi, Elaine Bean here. Welcome to my channel, StorehouseReady. And in this segment, I'm going to show you how to budget. No, I'm not going to show you how to budget. I have created the budget template for you. And the budget template is available in my emergency fund starter guide, which is called Storehouse Ready Preparing for Life Event. And really, Storehouse Ready means building your emergency fund. In order to begin to save, you do need to have a budget so you can see how much money you can stash away for your savings account. And so let's get started on the budget sheet that I use. It's very simple. Like I said, it's a one-page sheet. And let's go over the format of it. You know, some people like to budget by envelopes. Some people like to budget by apps. And some people like to budget by manuals. If that's your preference, it's fine. But for me, I have been using this template for the last 10 years and it works. And it's so simple. And the basic categories are already completed for you. I want to switch over to the monthly budget tracker form that we're going to go over. That's on my computer, so you can get a better view of what the form looks like. And so the first thing you want to do is, of course, put the month and year that you're working on. And then you want to record your household income, your net paycheck income, or any other income that comes in, like if someone has Social Security income, or your spouse's income, or if you have a side job, put that income there, and put your total net income right here. The next thing you want to do is put in your paydays. This form is designed for 5 weeks of payday, so whether you get paid weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, you can use this form. And so here you want to put in your paydays. In this example, it's bi-weekly, and so the paydays are here, and then or the date you receive income is in this row here. And then you want to put the net income amount that you receive. For example, if on December 1st you receive $1,000, and if it fluctuates, you will put your net income there. The next step you want to do, and the first category we're going to go over, is your household expenses. Now, these expenses are absolutely expenses that you need to live by. And for example, your mortgage or rent, of course, would be top priority. And then you would put the due date that your rent is due and the amount right here. The other categories that are already in the emergency fund starter guide is your electricity. Most people have water. Your groceries. Most people have gas for their cars. Cell phone. If you have a home phone, cable, internet, child care, auto insurance, and all your insurance is here. And it even has a category for pay yourself money, and then your medical expenses. Now, if none of these categories apply, you can always mark them through or mark them out and put the categories that you want in there on the form in the manual. And so in column B here, you would indicate the due date of all your obligations here and the amounts that you pay every month. And of course, you're going to need a new sheet for January. So this is just for December. And the next thing you want to do is schedule your bills for payment. For example, if your rent is due on the 1st, and if you get paid on the 29th or the end of the month, you want to schedule payment of your rent at the end of the month on this payday. And for example, again, if you have electricity on the 17th of $75, you could schedule the payment for your electricity bill on the 15th, close to your payday. So I like this setup because I call it also the bill pay schedule. You can schedule all your bills here, and you will know exactly when you're paying your bills. You won't be late on your bills. This is a good way to to keep track, and it's helped me and my family keep track of our bills and pay them when due, and it avoids a lot of overdue charges, etc. Now, the second category is the creditors. These are companies that you owe loans, for example, car loan, or if you have a student loan, your credit cards. And then if you're working on old debt that it's hard to get in on the income, that's why I have this age debt payment. If you have some old creditors or old bills that you need to pay off, you can start napping at those and schedule that on your payment schedule here. So your creditors are those companies that affect your credit score. So it's very important that you list them and you schedule them for payment. The third category here, which is the reason why I created the emergency fund starter guide, is the emergency fund category. So you can chart your emergency fund that you're committed to every month. You know, a lot of the budget sheets that I see, that I've seen, they do not have a area for emergency fund, or if you're doing it on your own and writing down all your bills, a lot of times you may forget to include your savings. So on this sheet here, you can schedule, for instance, here in the example, there's $100 that is scheduled twice a month to help make sure money gets into your savings account. And then this last category, I've labeled it, it's called flexible spending. These are spendings that is may not be absolutely necessary. Some may be necessary. Of course, you need shampoo and you need lotion, but these are this category is flexible because you can control the amount that you spend. For the rent and all those things up here, those are permanent, and those you can't really change that. But down here as the flexible spending category, and once you start working on your flexible spending, for instance your entertainment, and get some of these expenses reduced, this will bring immediate income into your household. So this is one way to get some income back into your household, and once you do that, you'll be able to transfer some of that money over to your savings account. Some people say, well, I can't save, I don't have any money left over. And the reason why I like this form is because it helps you see how much money that you're spending each month, where you can reduce costs. Another category on this form is the vacation planning. A lot of people go on vacation, but they don't plan in advance. They rely on their credit cards to get them through vacation. With the monthly budget planning form, you can plan your vacations in advance. You can start in January setting money aside, and by the end of the year, or in June, you're ready for vacation without swiping your credit card. So this is basically the budget sheet in a nutshell. Right here was all the monthly expenses, which total $5,000, and included savings and everything. And this is where you'll be paying your bills. You're going to pay $1,000 on 1 week, and then in the next 2 weeks you do $2,000, and the following week you do another $2,000. So your balance should always come out to zero. There should be every dollar that you spend should go somewhere in savings or somewhere on your sheet. And so this is the budget sheet in a nutshell. Now I want to show you how to track your budget from month to month, since household expenses change each month. I believe the Excel spreadsheet is one of the simplest ways to keep track of your household budget. Some may say it's the old-fashioned way because there are so many budget apps on the market today, but many people are also old school like myself, and I like that printed paper, or would like to see past monthly budgets, which Excel enables you to do just with a click of the tab. So we have here an example of a January budget, and in order to produce your February budget, you right-click on the tab here, and you want to move or copy. It's highlighted here, and you can tell where you want it to move, before January or move to the end. And I'm going to select move to the end, and I'm going to create an exact copy and hit OK. So here you go, right here, January 2020, it's an exact copy, and I need to rename it, so I'm going to rename it February 2020. Okay. Alright, then up front here, you want to change this to February. Title of your report. Alright, now we're set to go. Check your income to see if there's any changes to your income. Make any adjustments there. And just go down your bill schedule here. Your rent and all those things should remain the same. That wouldn't change. But you could have a change in your electricity, which would probably change every month. So you want to put your new electricity amount here. For example, if it was $100, you would put $100 here. Then you want to change it in the column that you were intending to pay, the pay date that you were intending to pay that bill. So we'll put $100 here. As you go down, of course, your gas, if you have gas, it may change your water. Your home phone, cell phone, that's pretty constant, cable, internet, etc. Let's go down here to the creditors. You might want to pay a little bit more on your credit card bill. So you would change that to $100. And the column you would pay it is $100. And then as you go further down, you will see here when you added figures, the end amount, total income minus expenses would change here. So you're going to have to make some adjustments. Maybe you just pay $75 or $25 here on your vacation planning. Let's just change it to that. And now you're balanced here. So that's how you do your next monthly budget. Now, for example, you wanted to budget ahead. Let's do March. So we do March, we move or copy, move to the end, you create a copy and hit OK. Change that to March. Rename it. Very simple, not hard at all. You get used to doing this very easily. 2020. Now you're into March. You can start working on your March budget. For example, if you have DMV tags that are due for March, you can actually and put that here and under your flexible spending. So you would just highlight, for instance, this row 38. Right click, insert, type in DMV fees. I want to check, see what the font is. It's Arrow 12. Take the bold off. And let's type in DMV fees. DMV. DMV, then you need to decide which payday you're going to pay that DMV. Let's say if you said column H here, let's go to that. DMV, column H, you're going to have to pay $250 for your DMV fee. Put that there. As you can tell, now once again, you're not out of balance on your budget. So you're going to have to figure out where that money is going to come from. It could come from your flexible spending. It could come from some other area that you might even have to reduce expenses. So this is one of the things about the budget sheet. It'll show you where areas where you can cut expenses, so you can balance your budget and make sure that the important things are getting paid. All right, so that ends this short demonstration of how to create your monthly budget. So I wish you the best as you continue your journey in finances and managing your household budget. Take care. Bye-bye.